What I'm about to discuss in this video goes so much deeper than what you see on Instagram, so much deeper than when you see online, and probably for reasons you've never even considered before. And it's going to challenge you to think differently about how you're currently living your life, what you're prioritizing, where you're living, what you're doing, etc. Because the thing is, the world is a massive place. There are so many people living so many different ways with different values, different things that are important to them, different priorities, different people, different food, different culture, different languages. The world is an amazing, beautiful place. It's not just the neighborhood, the city, the state, the country that you grew up in. And I think to think that the world is only that and to only be open to that is just dumb. Why would you want to do that? Why would you not want to get out of your little bubble, shake up your routine, and get out there? It's such a great way to self-develop yourself by getting out of your own country. Go travel the world. Go backpacking in Europe. Book a one-way flight to Southeast Asia. It doesn't have to be forever. You don't have to quit your job. You can use PCO. You can get creative. You can take a holiday. There's ways that you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. I know you can do it. I know you can figure it out. It's 2024. We have AI at our fingertips, all the information we could ever want. So do it. What are you waiting for? Go travel the world. Think about this. Think about how uncultured you are if you've never been to another country. Think about how uncultured you are if you've only been to 10 countries. How many countries are there in the world? I think there's like 127, 140 or something like that. I could be way off, but I know it's well within the hundreds. Think about how uncultured you are if you haven't seen that. Think about the perspective shifts that you could have in your life of what's important to you, what actually matters, who do I want to be, what do I want to focus on. It's so important. Like when you go to travel around the world, you notice that, like for Amsterdam, for example, in the summertime, Monday through Friday, on the weekdays, after work, everybody's in the park, kicking a ball around, picnic, food, smoking, cigarettes, weed, having some beers, whatever, like just chilling, living life, enjoying. And maybe that's not what you want to do, but isn't it helpful to see that? Isn't it helpful to see that that's what's going on in these other parts of the world and that people are happy doing that? That's important. Maybe you don't want to live that way, but maybe you do. Maybe you've been wrapped up in all of these ideas and preconceived notions, and you think that you have to live life a certain way. You think you need to go get the job. You think you need to go to school. You think you need to do this, and you don't believe that there's another way. But part of the reason you don't believe that is because you lack perspective. And traveling the world gives you that perspective. It can show you how things are done differently, because I can guarantee you this. Everywhere else in the world, it could be a 14-hour plane ride, a 20-hour plane ride, halfway across the globe. Everybody is procreating, talking with other humans, eating food, going through pain and struggle, going through hardship, but also being positive, smiling, laughing, dancing, listening to music. They all do that all over the world. So there's not just one way to live your life. So if you're thinking, oh, I've got to do this, or if maybe you're a little bit down on yourself about how you've been living your life, what's been going on, how you're caught in some routine, how you don't really enjoy the things that you're doing, how you don't feel super positive, you don't have a great outlook on what are my next 5 years going to look like? I'm not excited for my future. Why am I not excited? Go switch some things up. Add some chaos into your life. Go travel. Go gain some perspective on how other people do it. Go talk to people. Talk to strangers. Talk to people in another country. Get outside of your comfort zone. Have a conversation. Ask them what's important to them. Ask them, what do they think about Americans? Ask them, what do they think about American culture? What do you like about your culture? Where are you from? Where were you born? What do your parents do? How were you raised? These things are amazing, because whether or not you want to live like these people, whether or not you want to work like these people, eat like these people, talk like these people, earn the same amount of money that these people are earning, you gain perspective. And I think it's really important not just to listen to all the podcasts, not just to listen to all the business people, not just to listen to all the celebrities and the this and the books and the authors and researchers, listen to other random people, guy on the street, homeless man, like garbage delivery guy. Like, it's good to have different perspectives and to just take what you like, take what's helpful, what's inspiring, and leave what is not. There's a little saying that I like to say called take the meat and leave the bones. You can do that with people in high places, people who are above you, people who are below you, who make less money than you, who have a worse mindset than you, who are struggling, who are down, and you can get from people who are up, whatever. And I think the more that we can do this, the more that we internalize some of these things, we have more takeaways and reflections from widening our horizons and traveling around, the better off that we are. It means that we've considered other things. It means that we've experienced everything. Like, how can you be so certain that you want to live and raise a family in your country if you've never been outside of your country? Or you've only been to a few other countries. Maybe it was on vacation. Maybe you stayed in some resort that was a very inaccurate representation of what that country is actually like. How do you know? You're just guessing. Or maybe you're biased or you're bound by your family and your friends who are there or whatever, but maybe it's not the best for you. Maybe you should live somewhere else. Maybe you would actually be happier and enjoy living in another country where their values are different, their cultures are different, they value different things and have different priorities. Maybe that's going to gel with you more. I think no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have or don't have, no matter how old you are, traveling is always an amazing thing to do to gain perspective and insight and just make yourself a more knowledgeable person that can better make decisions because you've seen things differently. You've shaken up your norm. You've shaken up your routine. You've put yourself outside of your comfort zone. That's why I like to travel. That's why I love to travel and immerse myself in different cultures and talk to the locals, talk to people, go and stay in hostels, go talk to people that are just there visiting from a neighboring country or anything like that. It's amazing. It's helpful. It's fun. It's inspiring. It creates memories, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'd look forward to every next time I get to travel, go experience something new. And I want to document a lot of that as well. I want to travel around the world and I want to bring this camera with me instead of just sitting here in this collared shirt, which, by the way, I'm only wearing this because I had an interview and they wanted me to look a little bit more proper than I normally do. So I forgot even what I was talking about, but go travel, go get out there. Trust me, I've probably been to like 13 or 15 different countries, which isn't even that much, but I still feel like I'm way better in my perspective. I'm a lot more well-rounded as an individual, as a man, because of it. Cheers.